The senior I once helped in college showed up in a groomed suit to stop my wedding, and my fiancée Refia chose to leave me after 5 years of devotion to take care of him when Diana ditched me at the wedding for the third time to run after Vincent. I took the microphone and announced to everyone that the wedding was off. After all, the guests were her relatives, and if anyone was going to be embarrassed, it should be her. Diana didn't return until the next morning. Still reeking of alcohol, she brought along my favorite snacks from the south side of the city, watching my expression as she spoke. "Logan, you saw what happened yesterday, but I promise this is really the last time. There won't be any more surprises at the next wedding." Sure, she couldn't bear to watch Vincent humiliate himself in front of others, yet she had no qualms about leaving me alone at the altar. How ridiculous was that? We had been together for 7 years, and I had finally gotten her to agree to marry me. But on our wedding day, she ran off with Vincent, turning me into a laughingstock. Diana felt indebted to him after he had chased her for 5 years, ever since she helped him out during college. He had fallen head over heels for her after just one small favor. Vincent would show up rain or shine with breakfast, boldly declaring his feelings even when he knew she had a boyfriend. Diana's feelings shifted from disdain to a reluctant, affectionate smile whenever he was mentioned. At our first wedding, Vincent sprayed beer all over my carefully chosen suit, ruining it completely. I was furious, but before I could even say a word, he dashed out, tears in his eyes, while Diana scolded me for overreacting and ran after him. The second wedding was even worse. Just as Diana and I were exchanging rings, Vincent suddenly collapsed, turning the ceremony into an emergency rescue. Diana panicked and rushed him to the hospital. Then came the third wedding, where Vincent showed up in a groom's suit to crash the ceremony. Standing at the back, he looked defiantly up at Diana and declared, "Diana, I've stumbled after you for 5 years, gathering the courage to confess my feelings each time only to be shot down. But I want to try one last time. I love you, Diana. Can I win just this once?" Diana glanced at me, a flicker of struggle and guilt in her eyes. She whispered, "Logan, I am sorry. I just have to indulge Vincent this last time. I can't let him humiliate himself in front of everyone." With that, she jumped off the stage, took Vincent's hand, and declared his victory with her actions, watching them run off hand in hand like something out of a romantic drama. I thought I would feel the same anger as before and chase after them to confront her, but instead I felt an unusual calm, like an outsider watching them leave. That night, Vincent tweeted at midnight, "My leading lady has escaped from her wedding for the third time. No one can stop true love or Sakabaya." The accompanying photo showed him and Diana clinking beer bottles on the beach, looking carefree and wild. When I snapped back to reality, Diana pushed the snacks toward me, her voice soft and coaxing. "Still mad? Why would I be angry? What did the next wedding have to do with me? In a month, I would finally be free from this world." My name was Logan. The first time I laid eyes on Diana, she was like a radiant beam of light. As the top student at Arola University, she had an impressive background and stunning looks, drawing countless gazes wherever she went. So when the system informed me that my target was her, I found myself at a loss, feeling like I was facing an impossible mission. But the thought of successfully winning her over and returning to my original world, waking up to walk and dance again, pushed me to give it my all. The system assigned me the role of a classmate from the same year but a different major. To create more common ground with her, I enrolled in some of her elective courses. I spent countless sleepless nights delving into the complexities of physics, determined to leave a mark in her memory when the professor called on me. But even when the professor remembered my name, Diana's gaze never lingered on me. Then came a field trip to the mountains, where we unexpectedly encountered a landslide in a split second. Diana was swept away by the mud flow. I grabbed her hand desperately, trying to pull her back. As we were dragged down the slope, a sharp rock nearly pierced her abdomen. "Watch out!" I shouted, pushing her aside just in time.